What is going on YouTube? Hitting back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, the S&P 500, and as you guys have asked, we are going to be looking at Stellar, Lumens, XLM. I was actually quite surprised by the amount of people that chose XLM over the other cryptocurrencies that I offered, such as Polkadot and Cardano. I really thought Cardano was going to take it, but by the poll that was put out last night, it seems like most of you are interested in XLM, and I'm actually glad that you guys mentioned it because it seems like XLM is on the brink of what could be a major price explosion. Not only that, but I do want to look at Litecoin as it did pop off right on the dot as we explained, and then I want to look at Bitcoin and XRP. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe. If you're interested in learning more about how to make money on these next what could be coming bull runs, definitely make sure to watch the video to the end. Make sure to turn on post notifications. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. Drop a giant thumbs up and follow me on Twitter, like I said, at CryptoVOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can DM me over there. Otherwise, let's jump right into today's episode. Alright guys, so as you can see, this is where I put up the poll. Basically saying which cryptocurrency should I add to my video. Stellar, Cardano, Polkadot. Surprisingly, out of almost 1,000 votes, Stellar took the play with almost half of the votes at 47%, Cardano at 35%, and then Polkadot at 19%. We had quite a bit of, we had quite a bit of comments in regards to the other cryptocurrency, Cardano, which is very interesting. Seems like more people were more vocal about Cardano, but chose XLM, and I found that to be extremely interesting to see that. So with that knowledge, I do want to start looking at these cryptocurrencies. Now, looking at the top 10 cryptocurrencies, the market looks fairly okay. Everything is basically consolidating sideways, even though Cardano is up 10%, and I know that's what you guys wanted to see. I still think we need to look at XLM because we're not here to look at bull runs that are currently happening. We want to look at bull runs that are going to happen so that we can get into it at the right time and capitalize off these movements. So I am going to be looking at, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cryptocurrencies now. Definitely going to be bouncing through them, so definitely make sure to watch all of today's episode so you can understand everything that I'm going through, and then we'll discuss, in depth these cryptocurrencies. Now, I just want to flash through everything. So right now, this is XLM, Stellar, Lumens to US dollar, what I have pulled up right now. We then have XRP right here. We have Ethereum pulled up. We have Bitcoin, and then we have Litecoin, which I'm pulling up in a second. Boom. I hate all these ads. I might actually have to buy TradingView, Pro. And then lastly, the S&P 500, which, well, there you go, has another ad too. So there's definitely a lot of crazy stuff going on. There's a lot of great technical analysis we can do through the S&P 500, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. So I really don't know where exactly to start. I think to start things off, we're going to look at XRP. We'll do XLM, kind of the next or mid cryptocurrency, because there's definitely a few major points I need to discuss. So after some slight tweaking on yesterday's chart, the XRP 4-hour USD, 4-hour US dollar, you can see that we did form some sort of uptrend that we were using for quite some time. We actually managed to break bearish through that, finding ourselves on what could be a downtrend or a descending formation or triangle right here, where we are hitting quite a bit of resistance on the way down. So right now we're currently battling this 4-hour chart. As you guys know, we need to break above this 4-hour moving average in order for us to see any sort of spike in any sort of direction within XRP. It's mainly just a waiting game right now, as we do have some sort of support closer, I would say, to 27 cents, in between 25 and 27 cents, and there's a clear resistance at that moving average and middle moving average closer to 30 cents. So you can see for right now, prices clearly are getting pulled down and restrained as they are starting to head lower and lower and lower. There is some sort of downtrend forming, and we are continuously setting lower highs every single time. So you have to consider that when investing into this cryptocurrency. XRP might might be a coin we have to stay or let, it's take its course before we get involved in investing into this coin. It's basically just consolidating down in a way that doesn't look very promising in putting in money right now, anticipating some sort of bull run to happen. So I want to spend a little bit more time just watching and analyzing XRP, getting ready to buy in, as right now doesn't appear to be the best opportunity, I would say, to be purchasing XRP for any sort of long or short position. Mainly, we're just waiting for the consolidation to finish off. Give it another couple days. We're only on the 18th, so we can give it 2 or 3 days just to see where the coin wants to move around to. Then if we see confirmation of a breach below 25 cents, we know to short the coin. Vice versa, if we breach above, I would say 30-cent resistance, we know to buy and long, as we will be seeing a big volume burst all the way up to 35, 36 cents. Now to jump right into XLM, the coin that you guys have been asking me for. Then we'll look at Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, as there are some cool topics to discuss on that side. So I'm very happy we actually started to look at XLM. I'm actually very happy we caught this right now. So this is pretty crazy. So notice this is the daily chart. This is something that has been on the coin for quite some time. Looking at the daily, there's a clear uptrend here. We saw a massive burst. I mean, we don't really need to do a ton of technical analysis on the daily, as I don't find it that important, but you can clearly see the downtrend. We can clearly draw some supports with this horizontal line, boom, right there. You can clearly see what exactly happened. There's a clear bottom support where the coin retested bottom support and then shot up in price. Now, what's very interesting to me is looking at this on the 4-hour charts. You can see the beautiful symmetrical triangle or resistance that the coin is forming. There's a clear uptrend forming here, and this might actually see a massive pop in the price of the coin. There's a clear uptrend. I mean, this is, crystal clear, and it seems like it's right at the end too, which is really great for investing into the coin. And then I would say there's a resistance at some sort. It's going to be hard to graph. I mean, we could do something like that. It just really doesn't seem that likely that it's going to be something along this line. I'll leave it there just for us. But there is also this resistance that we have to consider. So look at it now. Let me get rid of this commercial. Through one, boom. Okay, so look at this now. Now that we have these coins marked out right here, you can clearly see what it is that I'm referring to. There's some sort of massive symmetrical or ascending triangle forming right now, which may lead to a massive pop to the upside or a massive correction to the downside. So I'm very glad you guys mentioned XLM, because this is the perfect coin for the next big opportunity to be buying in. So I definitely recommend to be getting ready to buy into XLM by getting some sort of exchange. I recommend Bityard. You don't have to use Bityard, but I recommend it because they offer XLM right here to leverage trade up to 100 times, and you can buy long and sell short. So this becomes a huge opportunity because it seems like the coin is clearly getting ready to pop any hour now. So there's a clear bottom support retested here. That's 1. This is 2, this is 3, and you can see this is about 4, where we have a clear uptrend and a clear sideways resistance, which has held fairly well, with resistance, I would say, closer to about 31 to 30 cents right now. And not only that, the 4-hour moving average, or the 4-hour relative strength indicator, is literally flatlined out trading sideways, so there's really no more room to run. Clearly see the uptrend, clearly see the resistance and the uptrend forming. At one point, it seems like the volume has fairly died off. We're not really seeing any big swings in prices anymore, and it seems like the coin is literally consolidating right in. So this is huge, guys. I'm really trying to, explain this to you, so the next video, when we see the massive pop in XLM, I can say I told you so. But basically, this is something that is huge in regards to the next coin to invest in. This is it. XLM is definitely the one. This is massive. This is unlike any of the other cryptocurrencies. XRP, we're not really seeing any great trends that we can really throw money into right now. Ethereum is the same way, as it does have a good uptrend, which I do enjoy that. We have a good uptrend. The coin is slowly heading up higher. There's a clear resistance, as we know it, capped at 1361. But until we see any sort of retestment there, the coin really doesn't seem like it wants to move anywhere. You can clearly see where the resistance is at the top here. I do like where Litecoin's headed, though. Litecoin saw a massive pop. This is what we anticipated. It's not huge, but it did pop to the upside. It did break to the upside. You saw we drew a symmetrical triangle right here. We were flatline on the moving average. It was destined to see a pop to the upside in some sort of direction, or just a big volume pop, and that's exactly what happened. Volume came in and boom, we shot up. It was that simple and that easy. The good thing is, and this is what I want you guys to really take from the Litecoin chart, is yes, it was a small opportunity. The coin went from 141 to 152, about $11 jump. Not that bad, to be honest with you, but what I really want you guys to absorb and take in is the fact that after this consolidation, we saw sideways trading with little volume, and then it popped off. It could have popped to the downside, but it popped to the upside. But just understand that the consolidation, the flatlining out, the very stagnant relative strength indicator leads to a burst in some sort of direction. So that now applies itself to XLM, where we see massive, movements. The RSI is moving in all different directions. Then we consolidate in, where there's a very fixed price, where the price has literally been trading at 29 cents for the past couple of hours, to be honest with you. And I'm going to get a price graph or a time graph so we know exactly how long this has been, and we can make an adjustment. This has been about a little over 2 days. We're going on 3 days of just sideways consolidation with very little price movement. People are forgetting about XLM. And now that this is a huge opportunity, we can really anticipate a big surge, and I mean a big surge of about, I would say, close to 156%. You put that coin onto here, we can basically get a general understanding of how high we can go to, just like this, boom, 156% really shoot the coin up fairly high. Let's just say that. So my eyes are peeled and focused in on XLM as I continue on in the next couple of videos. We'll be focused on XLM, and I should be buying into XLM very soon, as I will be looking at my BitYard for a good opportunity to be buying in. I have XLM pulled up here. I can pull up the 4 hours just like that, and I'm really waiting for this consolidation to take place and to buy in. I did link BitYard, like I said, in the description if you guys were interested in investing in this coin and capitalizing off of this run, but you can clearly see where the resistance holds and where this uptrend is taking place. So you can clearly see the consolidation this coin is having, as it's all leading somehow into this, point of breakout right here. We are filling the gap. I just wanted to change this color, make it a little thicker so we can all see. Boom, just like that. We are filling the gap right now. There's only just a couple of hours, and we could see either a huge dump to the downside or a big, moonshot to the upside. So this is huge. Take advantage of XLM. I highly recommend taking advantage of it. This exchange, BitYard, has XLM. Take advantage of it. Otherwise, you will miss out. Lastly, looking at Bitcoin and the S&P 500. Bitcoin looks good too. I mean, the other cryptocurrencies shot up. Bitcoin seems to be doing so as well. Seems like it wants to consolidate as the ascending triangle, continues. It does seem like it wants to head up to 41,000. We have yet to breach this bottom support right here. So I honestly think we're going to continue to head back up, retest 41,000 eventually, and then we'll see what happens. Either this bearish divergence holds and we correct to the downside, which is very plausible, or we break bullish and we see more all-time highs. Regardless, that's what, Bitcoin is doing. S&P 500 looks great too. Honestly, this looks great. I know a lot of you guys will, the market's falling, yada, yada, yada. Doesn't matter. It still looks very promising. We're hitting a bottom support. There's a good chance we are going to see a swing to the upside, a swing back up to new all-time highs. Gonna be crazy with this inauguration on the 20th in 2 days. So we're gonna have to be very cautious and very patient as to where this market can go to. But it really does honestly look like it wants to head up higher. As for looking at this on, let's say, the weekly chart, we are, yes, very, very, very high up, and it could lead to a small dip in price. Actually, it could lead us to a very big dip in price. So we do have to be fairly cautious of that. Notice, we've been able to trade above this moving average for years. From 2016 to 2018, 2 years of trading above here. We just got up, but we are extremely overextended. So we're going to have to pay very close attention and see where exactly this coin wants to take us. We've been above it on the moving average on the monthly. The daily looks okay. We're really not doing too far off, but we definitely have to spend quite a bit of time analyzing this market. It looks okay as long as we don't break this bottom support. Otherwise, expect to see a big drop to the downside. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's episode. Definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help support the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.